Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, May 4th, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Yes, this is the day when all the geeky kids say, "May the 4th be with you." So, happy Star Wars Day to those who celebrate. And a congratulations to Samaritan House on a hugely successful Burritos for Beds yesterday morning. They brought in $68,000 in just a few hours, and the burritos provided by Chevy's and the goodies by Black Market Bakers were amazing. You do have the chance to still contribute. You want to go to Samaritan House's website, and you can contribute through the middle of the month. But enough of that. We do have some news, so let's get into it, shall we? A wheelchair-bound 54-year-old Pasadena man died in a house fire yesterday afternoon, marking the county's first fire fatality of the year. Just after 1 p.m., the Anne Arundel County Fire Department was dispatched for the house fire on Central Road in Pasadena. Now, neighbors across the creek called it in. They had seen the smoke from their home. On arrival, the house was mostly involved with fire, and crews learned that the man was still inside. They did make an immediate entry, located him, but unfortunately, he was declared deceased at the scene. It did take an hour to control, and 66 firefighters from Annapolis, Anne Arundel, and the Naval Sports Station Annapolis fire departments all responded on to the job. There is no damage estimate or cause just yet, but the fire marshals are investigating. Apparently, pretending to be a cop is a thing these days. The Anne Arundel County Police responded to 2 calls on Monday, both with belligerent suspects. A 32-year-old Glen Burnie woman was asking to get drugs from employees of a Shell station on Mountain Road, and when police arrived, they saw a white powdery substance and a straw on her center console. She tried to mitigate that by letting them know that she was an undercover FBI agent, which she wasn't, so she was arrested and charged with DUI and impersonating a law enforcement officer. And down in Annapolis, a 64-year-old man from Annapolis was reported as being intoxicated outside of the Anne Arundel Medical Center. Police arrived and found him wearing a gold badge around his neck and an FBI baseball cap. He told police that he was an ATF agent. He wasn't, and witnesses said that he exposed himself and peed on the side of the road. Crazy. Here's a tip. Unless you're a cop, don't say you're a cop. Ladies, tonight Homestead Gardens is willing to ply you with alcohol and food and offer a 25% discount on everything in the store. It is one of their famously popular girls' night out evenings. So here is the perfect opportunity to gather some friends and save 25% on making your home and garden the envy of your neighborhood. And it is happening both in the Davidsonville and Severna Park stores. Have fun. And while we're talking about events, tickets are selling at a brisk pace for the Annapolis Irish Festival this Saturday. The weather looks fantastic, and we can save you some bucks when you buy your general admission tickets in advance online. Just use the code AIF20EYE. That's AIF20EYE, and you're going to save 20% on all your GA tickets. Now, that brings the $20 ticket down to $16. It is $20 in advance. It will be $30 at the gate if there are any to sell. You want to head to abceventsinc.com to get those tickets. And remember, AIF20EYE saves you 20%. Well, here's my crazy survey of the week. BetMaryland.com is now the arbiter of all things ice cream, it seems. They did a study of Google search terms for ice cream, and Maryland is the 7th most ice cream crazy state in the U.S., according to BetMaryland.com. And you know what? Based on the number of ice cream shops in downtown Annapolis, they may be spot on. I gotta love me some Storm Brothers. But New Hampshire, Utah, Delaware, Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts all beat us out. And when you break it out by flavors, Marylanders prefer vanilla over chocolate or strawberry. Me personally, ice cream rarely agrees with me anymore, but when I want to live on the edge, nothing beats a nice mocha chip in my book. Okay, that's all I've got news-wise. Podcast stuff. Up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, we're speaking with Karen Timer Brown from historic Annapolis. And if you missed it, you want to check out all those bonus pods we've been dropping all week. The Arts Council of Anne Arundel County with April Nyman, Gaelic Storm and the Annapolis Irish Festival, Feeding Hope and the Food Bank that we just dropped last night, and likely we're going to be dropping a bit later today, the Bowie Bay Sox. And that is a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and thank you to the sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and the Maryland Higher Education Commission. Okay, so now you just need to hang tight because we have George from DCMDVA Weather with the only locally forecast weather report you're going to find. And as we promised last week, Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace is back with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minute. All of that coming up in just a bit, so hang tight.
Did you get close to completing your college degree but dropped out during the COVID pandemic? Well, as a near completer, you may be eligible to receive money from the Maryland Higher Education Commission to finish your degree. Again, if you started your degree but for whatever reason never finished it, the Maryland Higher Education Commission has money to help you return to college and finish what you started. Go to mhec.maryland.gov and click on the Near Completer grant to learn more.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, May 4th. Yesterday brought another early May chill to the Annapolis region, along with additional light rain and some breezy winds. And while today will not be great, it will be a step in the right direction toward much nicer weather Friday through Monday. Look for mixed skies today with highs in the low to mid-60s, with another chance of a few sprinkles or light rain showers throughout the day, ahead of a bit more sunshine tomorrow, with PM highs of 65 to 70 degrees across all of Anne Arundel County, with mostly sunny skies then expected Saturday through Monday, with highs Saturday around 70 degrees, ahead of low to mid-70s on Sunday and 75 to 80 degrees 4 p.m. highs on Monday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. Don't forget, follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. At Wolf on the Wharf in Edgewater, on Saturday, they're doing a bisque paint pet event, painting bisque pup statues together. At Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road, on Tuesday, check out their Learn to Knit Socks workshop, and registration is open for toy knitting coming up in a couple weeks. At Whole Foods in Annapolis, today their Half Pint Kids Club is doing ham pinwheels, with one session at 11 a.m. and another at 1 p.m. Tomorrow they're doing a cheese and wine pairing as a little taste of Italy, and then on Tuesday their Half Pint Kids Club is doing fruit and yogurt pizzas. At Art Farm in Annapolis, on Monday their first exposure photography class concludes, and their kids camp's continuing this week. Tonight there's drawing and watercolor for ages 12 through 15. Saturday there's experimental art for ages 9 through 12. as well as Kids Art School for ages 6 through 8. On Monday, there's the Kids Art School for 6 through 8 evening session, as well as beat making for ages 10 through 15. On Tuesday, there's mixed media for introverts for ages 9 through 12. And then on Wednesday, there's the Junior Kids Art School for ages 9 through 12 as well. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, today at Rivera Beach, there's Learn to Plarn, crocheting with recycled plastic yarn. Bush Annapolis has sewing basics covering both machine and hand sewing. And Odenton has knits and knots. Saturday, Crofton has a plant clinic with Ask a Master Gardener. Monday, Deal has their Nature Explorers Club. And Odenton has Learn to Crochet. Tuesday, Severn has an open craft night. And then on Wednesday, Maryland City has a crafting drop-in. Mountain Road has Legos in the library. Glen Burnie has a STEAM club. Crofton has Do-It-Yourself Stress Relief, making stress relief crafts like lotions, bath bombs, sugar scrubs, meditation coloring, and more. Odenton has their monthly mixed media, making a book save, turn an old book into a secret box. And then online, there's a virtual cookbook club mystery ingredient challenge. Up at Unallocated Space in Severn, tonight they have a virtual happy hour. Mondays are project night. Wednesday is an open house night. And also on Wednesday, check out their lock sport night with Maryland Tool. And over at the Patuxent Lapidary Guild on Defense Highway, Saturday they're making a pendant with set cabochon. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.